What's up, my peoples? You are now tuned in to another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. And as you know by now, I am your host and lyrical genius, Black Titanium. And as we sit here in the midst of bear witnessing to the days of revelations, the last 30 seconds in the final hour, I must bring the news to you in the raw. Because as you probably noticed by now, if you've been watching my videos, many of my predictions have already come into fruition. And it's not really something that I wish I can be wrong about this. For real. About the situation of the coronavirus and the stock market crashing. Well, the stock market crashing, I want to be right about that, but this coronavirus situation, I wish I could be wrong about that. But when you possess the magic glasses, my nigga, it ain't hard to see what's going to come into fruition. What's going to happen. But as you probably know by now, a lot of people are really oblivious to this situation because a lot of people I noticed, they're sleepwalking. They don't like to watch the news. They're captivated by videos on YouTube and this, entertainment and, like I said, the feel good moment. And the only reason why some people probably watch my videos is because, basically they want to piggyback off of other niggas' information. You got a lot of these niggas on YouTube. They go to the news, they piggyback off the information off of there, and they run to the internet. Listen, I got something to tell you. Come on, man. It's cool. But you got to have something real. You got to have something of substance once in a while, man. You got to have something to give the people, man. Because the news ain't always true. Real talk. You have to speak from the heart. And because basically, as the saying goes, a wise man can play the role of a fool, but a fool can never play the role of a wise man. So all you got to do is sit back and observe a person and you'll see if they're piggybacking off of other people's information and their actions don't match up to what they're saying, then you know that they've stolen that information. And that's what a lot of people out here do, man. They run, they help the white man suppress these videos, and they all sit down and take what type of information they want, and they use it on a girl or something like that just to attract women and stuff like that. But and don't realize the magnitude of the situations at hand. This is the problem. A lot of people are sleepwalking. They don't watch the news. They're scared to watch the news. It's like people are so much in fear that they just stick their head up under the covers hoping that the problem is going to go away. Not understanding that as long as you stay silent and in fear, the monster gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time you pull your head from under the covers, like I said, the military is going to have the guns at your head. And those who test positive, because that's, like I said, they're going to start mass testing the masses. I could see it coming. And when they do start testing us, like I said, 80% of the population is going to have it. Nobody, you know how I can tell? Like, I'll go into a restaurant or something, right? And, a lot of people, they know me from YouTube. They know I'm Muslim, so they know that you don't eat pork. So when you get to the restaurant with these Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, they're very nasty. You'll notice that they have very nasty habits. This is why I really don't like going to fast food restaurants, because even the Arabs, they're nasty. They don't like washing their hands. If you ask them to change their gloves, they get very upset. not so upset, and then they'll try to do little slick shit like if they know that you don't eat pork, they'll change their gloves just to make it look, and then they'll start rubbing their hands all over the dirty counter, trying to touch the bacon, touch pork before they touch your sandwich, and you be like, yo man, you gotta change your gloves again, and you gotta switch that bread again. I told you I don't want you touching that after you touch pork or dirt. No, it's hard to, it's basically hard to get what you want for your money. Because people are so caught up in their feelings and so caught up in being nasty that you really, it's hard to, for you to get a sandwich of, whatever you pick. No, and they know I don't eat meat. So basically, it's basically, the people get mad when they see that, because it's like I said, it's self-hatred. When people hate themselves, when they see a person who has better qualities and bigger potential, they start lashing out. They don't like that. Because most of these niggas out here, they eat anything. They eat pig nuts, pig ass, and all of that. And they brag about it and everything. I got family members that do it. I was raised off this shit, nigga. You crazy? I'ma tear this shit up. And most people out here, they take pride. I was talking to a chick and I was like, yo, what you cooking? We supposed to, get together for companionship. And I asked her, I said, what you cooking? She said, I'm cooking pork. You know what I did? I automatically hung up the phone on her. And I said, you know what? I texted her and I said, pork is a deal breaker. I have family members who eat pork, and I wouldn't even dream about kissing them. I wouldn't even dream about letting them cook my food for me. Because, like I said, when people see that you don't do something that they don't do, and they know that it's really, what they're doing is really nasty, they want to lash out at you because that's what self-hatred makes them do. Real talk. So, anytime I could never see myself kiss. I don't care how the girl look. I could never see myself kissing one of these chicks, and they be eating pork and pork juices dripping all over their down their chin. Nah, I can't see myself doing it. Not only do I not eat pork, I don't even eat meat. But not that I discriminate against people, women who eat meat, but pork is a deal breaker. Real talk. And the crazy part about it, this is how you know that many people are going to contract the coronavirus, because this is what the virus derives from. From all of those Chinese people who was using rats and dogs and cats as delicacies and eating all that stuff. Yeah. This is what a lot of that stuff derived. This is what this virus derived from. A lot of that stuff right there. The pig and all of that. It's a combination of many things. This is what they don't tell you. This is why you see that most people that catch it first are going to be white people and Asians, because they're nasty, and most people who are nasty of hygiene in private, they don't like washing their hands. They don't like doing none of that. Like I told you, I've been around white people. They cough, they sneeze. They don't even cover their mouth. They don't even have the mindset to even cover it. They feel like they should cover their mouth. Real talk. This is how great that they think their race is. Real talk. They won't even cover it. I've seen some of their women that might cover it, but most of them don't. And like I was back to the essence of the conversation, man. I don't mean to get into all of that, ridiculing people, but my thing is, we have to take this situation serious, man. Because the more you see my videos, and the more days that go by, and it's not going to be that many days. And we're not talking months or weeks here. We're talking days. They just shut down the school system. I told you, children are not even going to be going to school no more. They're not even going to be allowed to go to school no more. I give it at least 4 or 5 more days, nigga, and everything will be shut down. Real talk. Mark my words. And a lot of I walk by a lot of these niggas on the block and past a lot of these niggas. They be out there partying, with this old mumble raps, and you could tell that how the music industry done dumb these niggas down to the point where these niggas are mentally dead already. They just, they got one foot in the grave and they just waiting for the white man to nail the coffin shut to the point where they don't even understand what this coronavirus is doing. Real talk. Until the white man says, listen, don't even come out your house. It's lockdown time. The party is over. Real talk. The party is over. And if we catch you out here after 8 o'clock, my nigga, you getting shot. That's what martial law is all about. And then when they start testing people, you're really in for a treat. Like I said, you are really in for a treat. Because they are not going to let you come back to the house. Ain't no packing your clothes. Ain't none of that. Let's go. That's what they going to say. Nah, ain't none of that. Oh, you gonna be in for a treat, a bunch of niggas. Trust me. And it's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny, man. There's gonna be bodies all over the place. We talking about at least, I guarantee you, in about a month to 2 months from now, it's gonna be like 200 deaths a day. And it's gonna be millions of people going to the hospital that's gonna be getting turned away, man. And you think they're gonna be accepting black people over white people? Let's think about this. Let's assess the situation here. This is where you're gonna see them start manifesting in the name of white supremacy, man. And it don't matter if they show you, because a lot of these niggas have a sick, twisted love affair with their slave masters. A lot of these niggas will say, no, master, you go first. It's all right. It's all right. Let my kids die. Yeah. A lot of these niggas. And don't understand the magnitude, because those who lack education will always lack understanding. And they will never respect any type of intelligence unless it's coming out of the mouth of a white man or a white woman. Real talk. Because we are bear witnessing to the days of revelations. Real talk. Where everything is being brought into play. But no, due to the fact that they resurrected Sodom and Gomorrah, all this homosexuality and all of this stuff, God sends his wrath, man. God is sending his wrath. Disease and famine. And the test of time is upon us, man. And it's not going to be, we ain't talking about weeks here. We ain't talking about months. We talking about hours, days. Every hour that passes, you are one step closer to death. I am one step closer to death. See, but like I told you, I'm not worried about it. I welcome death. You know why? Because it's not about death with me. With the righteous, with those who have prayed up with their Lord, we don't have nothing to fear. You know why? Because I've been praying 5 times a day for the last 40 years. So it don't matter. It's already been told to me in the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran. The flesh is not going to be spared. It's about where you're going when you do die. And that's what you need to start reflecting on right now. Where you are going to go after you die. Because a lot of these niggas have given up their souls for crumbs. and think that they can go back to the church, the mosque, and the synagogue to pray it away. But let me give you a little education, my brothers and sisters. Once you make that deal with the devil and you go, as y'all call it, all in, God does not interfere with that deal. Just like the devil gives you your money and your personal gain for what you worshipped him for. In the end, God is not going to interfere because you have to live up to your end of the bargain. You just like he promised you everything he gave you, the car, the house, the money, you have to give him what you promised, your soul. And God is not going to interfere. Because God is not an unjust God. Not even against the devil. Understand what I'm saying? Not even against the devil. So if you make a deal with the devil, he's going to say, okay. Because that's what the conversation was before he got cast out of, before the devil got cast out of heaven as a fallen angel. When God granted him respite, he said, now that you have granted me respite, I will run all over your earth and I will destroy your earth. And when I'm through, you will have very few believers left. And God said, so be it. And know that I will fill hell with all of you. But know one more thing. You do not have any power over my servants. You do not have any power over my servants. So the devil can't do nothing to the righteous, man. And every time they try doing something to the righteous, it boomerangs right back around to them, man. You can't do nothing to... I got the most powerful protector from this world and the next world on my side. This is why I'm not worried about it. But a lot of you have something to worry about. Because a bunch of these niggas have taken a sip from the cup of destruction and they have given in. This. I'm not just talking about street niggas or people in the workplace. I'm talking about people who paraded around here as religious people, man. Whose duty was to show a bunch of people who was not religious, show a bunch of those people a sense of direction. And what happened, you let the evil ones scare you into submission. Real talk. And even when I go to the mosque now, I hear these niggas talking about everything but the enemy. But talking about everything but the devil's followers. They will not mention that at all. Because a lot of these niggas are under the care and under the and the devil's followers are their handlers. This is what you gotta understand. The devil's followers are these niggas handlers. The white man send these niggas into the mosque, the church, and the synagogue to scare these niggas up. And these niggas be so afraid that they give in. And they not only do they give away their souls, but they give away the souls of their children, man. They give away the souls of their children. They chase money so hard, money, that they forgot that they've abandoned their children. And that the wolves are raising their children. Oh yeah, it starts all beautiful when they're 3, 4 years old and they go into a little kindergarten, first, second, and third grade. But when they get to high school, that's when it all starts. Real talk. But back to the essence of the conversation. Because right now, see, a wise man once said, he said, a disease like the coronavirus is better than a blessing. A disease that makes you remember God is better than a blessing that makes you forget God. And this is why God has to intervene and send his wrath. Because the white man is way out of control. And he has corrupted the universe. He has ran around the world killing, raping, robbing, cheating, stealing, doing everything, and got all of these niggas following him, man. So many people are in cahoots with him now that only God can intervene because the monster is just that big. That man can't even fight it. So God has to intervene to make the statement to say, listen, you niggas think y'all in control, but I'm making you act out the part. You forgot that these times were written and etched in stone. These times were written and etched in stone. Written in Revelations thousands of years ago, man. So don't think that man is in control of this. Don't walk around fearing these niggas, man. Because most of these niggas are cowards. These niggas that parade around here as these, taking advantage of our women and our children. These old protective custody ass niggas. Taking advantage of our women and children. And old people. You need not fear these niggas, man. This is why I don't walk around fearing them. Because I know their fears. They fear the very entity, the very people that I stand up to. The very enemy that I stand up to. Their master. These niggas fear the very ones that I stand up to. Their masters. Real talk, man. So how could you fear niggas who have given in and sold out and they selling their people out? They tyrants over their race. And these niggas take advantage of our women and children. They constantly bleed our communities dry. And they don't add anything to our communities. Real talk. And the thing one of the forces that drives black people is fear. For real. One of the biggest forces that drive us is because it's over 400 years of conditioning by your slave master. So by you watching a nigga like me catching hell from the white man, it instills fear in most of these niggas. They scared to stand up. It happened to Malcolm. It happened to Huey Newton. It happened to Paul Robeson, Marcus Garvey, and everybody else. They killed all of our leaders. And this is what instills fear in the black man. Because it should be a thing that whenever they cut the head off to the body, another head is supposed to pop up. This is why when you see people like Dr. Naeem Akbar, Dr. Sheikh Anna Diop, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Umar Johnson, and Dr. Leonard Jeffries, and all these people step up and step out there and try to take up for the black man. This is why all of these black people turn against him. Because they fear their master. It's a fear that's driving them. So they help the white man sabotage their very existence. But need not worry about that anymore. Because like I said, we're in the last 30 seconds of the final hour. And God has intervened. And he's given a warning. He's saying, listen, if you do not submit, if you do not submit willingly, you will submit unwillingly. I will humble you and bring you to your knees. Yeah. I will humble you and bring you to your knees. You think the devil was going to help you? No, they cannot. You think idols are going to help you? No, they cannot. You think magic and voodoo and witchcraft is going to help you? No, it cannot. So the moral of the story is, the moral of the story is, the moral of the story is, there's no need to worry about anything if you're one of the righteous. If you consider yourself a child of God and you know that you have protected your soul, I'm not talking about them fake ass niggas that ain't even think about protecting their soul. The only thing about is money. I'm talking about those who are devout. If you are one of those, you have nothing to worry about, man. Because God already told the devil and his followers, you have no power over my servants. This right here, what you are going to see within the next few days, to the next few weeks, to the next few months, is going to be a major statement by God. Trust me. And like I said, many people are going to die from it because they refuse to humble themselves. They refuse. They really think that they can fight against God, that they can make a mockery of God. They really think so. You got all these niggas working out, lifting weights and everything, and thinking that they're going to win against God. When the only one on their team that know that they already lost is the devil himself. Real talk, is the devil himself. He knows they already lost. He's just sitting back laughing because he's going to have plenty of company in the hellfire. Yeah, he's going to have plenty of company in the hellfire. And that's just a little food for thought, man, because, if you're not thinking right now, you're going to have a lot of time to think, because within the next few days, they are going to announce your lockdown. 24 hours a day. You go to the plantation to home, and from home to the plantation, the party is over. All of you niggas that's captivated by sports and entertainment, ain't no more sports and ain't no more entertainment, because as you can see, they shut that down too. From the entertainers to the sports world. Oh yes. So those who are trying to rebel against God, you are going to be humbled. After this, guarantee you, you will look at life in a total different light. Trust me. So keep taking things lightly until the guns is in your face. And this is why I tell you, never fear the one who can lead you to the hellfire, but fear the one who can put you in it and leave you there. And be careful what type of media you listen to. Whether it be social media, the news, or just somebody whispering in your ear, because it can have you hating the oppressed and loving those who are doing the oppressing. And with that being said, you have watched another episode of Mental Telepathy's Arena. Probably one of my last episodes, but until the next time, peace, I'm out.